Well, hello and good afternoon. Today you find me at the Gerald D. Hines Waterwall Park. Quite the impressive structure here. This is the backside, which if this is the backside, you can only imagine how impressive the front side is. Just a massive structure, and be prepared to get wet with this amount of water. Hello once again, my name is Tyler. Normally I'm with the pup, but sadly he's still not with me as I am now in Houston, Texas. I've been now in Houston for the day after driving over this morning from San Antonio. It was a pretty drive, but glad to be here. Lots of fun things that I've been able to accomplish so far and some pretty decent eats. Look forward to sharing more of that with you. Just an incredible structure. I mean, I've seen water features before, but nothing at this level. Starting the trip this morning, I stopped at La Pandoria and got myself a nice concha, which is a sweet bread of sorts. And wow, did it not disappoint. It's a beautiful piece of bread. Just the kind of thing you need for a road trip. Needing to take it a little easy after all the food I've been eating the last couple days here, I decided on a lunch spot called the Brown Bag, and it's a sandwich shop. And although it was a little on the pricey end, and I was surprised by the portions you got for the amount of money you had to pay, it was a delicious sandwich. I got turkey and Swiss cheese with all the fixings. Nice thing about that place is that you get to select everything that goes on your sandwich. You put it on the Brown Bag ahead of time and then they build it to order for you. Delicious sandwich, and I would recommend it. Although, like I said, be prepared to spend a little bit more than you would expect on a simple sandwich. I'm currently trying to decide what dinner is tonight. I've narrowed it down to a couple options, one of which is barbecue again, which I'm trying to steer clear from because the last couple of days that barbecue has just wrecked me. I don't know. When in Houston, or albeit when in Texas, kind of feel like you have to adhere to certain guidelines. One of those guidelines is you eat meat, and you eat some damn good meat. I'll let you know what I come up with here shortly and where we end up. So I settled on Killian's, and from the looks of it, I will not be disappointed. It started with some pork butt burnt ends that look amazing, and then we're going into fried chicken, and I think we're going to round it out at the end with some peach bread pudding, which looks incredible. Okay, I may have already cheated and tried one of those. It was delicious. Oh man, I'm in for it. I tell you what, that is basically like meat candy. Might as well just put a stick on it and call it a lollipop, a meat lollipop, because it's that good. Wow. Highly recommend. Killian's. Good stuff. Holy cow. That is hands down like top 5 desserts I've ever had in my entire life. Absolutely just decadent and delicious. And the pizzas are just in season and perfect. Oh, I'm gonna need a minute. They were not lying. Delicious. So you find me walking around the campus of Rice University, and it is a beautiful campus. I am mighty impressed. I came here because there's a art installation called Sky Space that I've seen online that looks amazing. But I came all the way out here, and don't get me wrong, I'm glad I did, because like I said, this is just a picturesque campus. But the Ding Dong art installation is closed. I guess they're doing construction or something down here, so the lights aren't on and nobody's home. So, like I said, it wasn't all for naught, because ultimately I'm still glad I came down here. Man, if I was trying to pick a college or university, I would look at Rice in a heartbeat. This place is gorgeous. But with that said, my original intent for being here is sadly not coming true. All right, but we got to talk about Killins. Wow. All right, so I've had some pretty stellar meals since being on this trip, and I've had some pretty stellar meals in my life, but this meal I had tonight has got to rank up there, you know, top 10 at least, if not top 5. I mean, just everything from the pork belly appetizers with that glaze that was on that, nice crisp to the outside, but nice and moist and gooey on the inside, to that fried chicken. Oh man, that was gonna split my gut alone on that fried chicken. And the gravy, holy cow. I asked the guy about the gravy on those mashed potatoes, and he said that they use the juices from the sausages in the gravy. And I would have sworn there was like cheese or something in the gravy because it was just that rich and delicious. And then the creme de la creme at the end. Oh my gosh, I've always loved bread pudding, but that bread pudding, next level, with the roasted peaches on top, everything in season, everything just beautiful. Do yourself a favor, if you're anywhere near Houston, you need to go check out Killins. I had planned on just going there just to try the bread pudding, and then I was gonna go elsewhere to get a meal. But my plans changed once I saw that menu and I started looking into it, because it was just top notch, just amazing. And so is this campus. Have I mentioned like how beautiful this place is? Look at these buildings. Yeah, Rice University, if you need an ambassador, let me know. Yeah, these tree canopy streets that they've got here, I just feel like you're driving down, I don't know, like an Ivy League school back east or something. They've just done an amazing job at this place. All in all, it's been a pretty full day, and I've seen some amazing things and eaten some just, delicious food, just gorgeous food. I am going to sleep like a rock tonight, going into my last full day here in Texas. I will once again be in Houston tomorrow. I don't know what shenanigans I'll get into, but I've got a lot of calls I need to make, a lot of meetings that I'll be going to, but rest assured, I'll find a way to slip in and try some decent food joints along the way. This is sadly where I leave you tonight. Thanks for walking with me. As always, I appreciate it. Definitely missing the pup, but just a couple days away from being able to walk with him again. That'll be a good reunion. And yeah, if you have any questions for anything that I've seen or done down here in Houston, or anything else you're dying to know, leave it in the comments below. And if you like the video, you know what to do. Give it a nice little thumbs up. It helps me continue to make these videos. I almost forgot to mention, I also went to Buc-ee's for the first time today. We don't have those back west, and I've been hearing a lot about them, and it did not disappoint. It's one of the largest gas stations I've ever seen, and boy, do they have quite the selection of goods there. All in all, fun trip, and highly recommended if you're in the area of one. My intent for going in was really just for a drink, and I found my favorite, the Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, so Buc-ee's rates high on my list for that reason alone. Once again, I appreciate you being along for the journey. Take care now.